Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charles the Awakened, and I'd like to welcome you all to Source and Back.
Episode 4, The Truth as Told by You.
As a psychonaut, after my first couple of journeys, I realized for those of us lucky enough to remember, this was a way to find out the human origin story. A question that has followed me since I was young. So I made it my focus to answer just that. What was revealed to me was not just the origin of humans, but the origin of all. There is an entity that exists. This entity's essence is energy. It is omniscient and omnipotent in its own right. I'm uncertain if other entities like it exist. This entity is the source from which all that we know emanates. The entity is young and is currently in a state of exploring itself. In said exploration, this entity possesses no physical matter in its realm. So what it did is it created the constructs for what we call reality. From there, it created beings who could go forth and manifest that reality. Within that reality, they also manifested beings who they could incarnate into in order to experience the physical reality that was created. These beings of energy or light, what we would consider souls, come into this world to explore themes or a particular goal, and that information is cataloged into universal knowledge for source to access. When our light being incarnates into a human host, there is a blanket of amnesia that is placed over our light being. This is so the experience will be true. Now, a light being, if you will, chooses its host body prior to entering. It will take a look and see a flash of the person's life from beginning to end. And if their current theme they are exploring matches this, they will integrate themselves. For example, let's just say my theme is mental abuse. I'm going to incarnate into a variety of hosts who experience mental abuse. Not only that, but I'm going to fully flush out this theme and also incarnate into mothers, fathers, grandmothers, even friends of one who is a victim of mental abuse. Then I will incarnate several lifetimes as the actual abusers themselves. So you come in and you incarnate into a host, and that will help you flush out your current theme based on their life. Now, when we pass away, the human Charles, who I incarnate into, currently ceases to exist, but my light being crosses back to the other side. Once one crosses over, they are greeted by a light being whose sole purpose is to help you transition back to your full light being. They generally come in a familiar humanoid form so as to make the transition comfortable. Based on one's belief system, a light being could appear as Jesus, Buddha, a lost family member, etc. And then your life review begins. You view your life from beginning to end, no judgment. This is simply a review, and your life is cataloged into universal knowledge, sources database, if you will. What is amazing is that during your life review, you'll be able to drop back into your body at any time. For example, I experienced my first kiss in 7th grade. During my life review, I'll be able to drop back into my body and experience it. I'll be able to experience it in first person like I did when it happened the very first time, and also in third person as my current light being. Not only that, but light beings who are assisting my transition are also able to drop in, and I also get their perspectives on experiencing this. As if this experience wasn't amazing enough, you're also able to ride out the waves and ripples, meaning now I can follow the girl who I kissed and see who she told about it and how it affected them and who they told, and so on. This is akin to what we would call the butterfly effect. So as you finish your life review, that blanket of amnesia is lifted, And like a flash, all of your memories from past lives are revealed. You remember every moment of every lifetime and who you are as a light being. And once again, you're back to the amazement that you really thought this life was real, just like all the others. What was your current theme or goal, and did you accomplish this in the life you chose? So what do you do next? Well, if you have not fully fleshed out your theme, you go back. But if you have, you may choose another theme or another group of beings to incarnate into. You're not limited to Earth. Mind you, you have been doing this since the beginning and have incarnated zillions of times before Earth even existed, and will continue to do so when Earth and humans are no more. So, as you progress as a light being and continually add your experiences to universal knowledge, you become closer and closer to Source until yet another blanket of amnesia is lifted, and you slowly realize you're not a light being at all. You are Source broken down, given a separate identity. You see, in order for this to work, I had to break myself down to think I was separate. This would not have worked if you knew the truth. It would not have been genuine for the experiences I needed us to experience.